This is my husband, and he wants to show you his Stardew Valley farm. He's worked really hard on it, so you better be nice.
All right. So this is my most recent farm from the 1.6 update. And so that's this one. You can see anyone who's played Stardew Valley knows, like, look at these numbers. Like, I put in the time. Like, I'm a professional at this. So this is my most recent one. I reached perfection in year 4, which is like a year ahead of what I'm usually doing. So like I'm getting really good at it. My first, like, and this is just on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I like to kind of go wherever, right, and just like play all around the house. And like I started on console, or I mean I started on the PC. So like this is not my first farm, as you can tell. All right, so this is my year 4 farm. We're in the middle of fall here, and this is my husband Sebastian. He's the coolest one. He likes frogs, so do I. And you have to make sure you talk to him, kiss him every day, because then he won't love you anymore. We'll start down here. This is my wine cellar. This is where there's a pretty good money maker. You just sit these down there for like 3 months, and they come out and then you make a couple $1 million. Here's all the rest of my house. Kind of decorated it, and I got all the, there's like with the 1.6 updates, like this is new, and so he's up here like looking at all my crystals and shit. And then here's our nursery where we filed for the adoption papers, and we should be getting a baby sometime soon. Not really sure when. Octopus going on in there. And down here, some more fish. I've caught all of the legendary fish, and then like the ones from the key challenge too. And I just put them on display here, and I don't know, just kind of keeping it simple in here. But let's go outside, where also you'll notice this is a pro tip, like especially early on in the game, you want to have your bed really close to the door, so that when it gets close to 2 a.m. you just get in there, bing bang boom. So as you can see here, all the crops are ready. I got yams, I got bok choy, and artichokes, and I think those are beets, the amaranth and grapes. Down here, actually, there's also in the 1.6 update, you can get this iridium scythe, which really helps out with the farming. Look at that, that was so easy. And this is what you play Stardew Valley for, those little sounds, and like you press the button and you collect all this stuff, and it just feels so good. But down here, here's all my wine sheds where I'm making lots of wine. And then here's like my mining shed where I've got the jade here is for, you trade them in at the desert trader, and you trade one of those for like a staircase, and then you use the staircases to get down to like level 100 of the skull cavern, because the further you go down, the more resources you get, and so you just don't want to be wasting your time on like level 0 to 100. And diamonds, I think I'm saving up for like some fairy dust stuff, and these are for my spicy eel meals, which you can see down here on the menu. Yeah, you eat one of these, and then it gives you like a buff, and so it gives you luck, and it also gives you speed. But then I also like to like combo with a triple shot espresso, and you drink that bad boy, and it gives you a whole nother thing of speed, and so you can just like zoom around the farm real quick. Bing, bing, bam. In here right now I'm growing an ostrich. Oh, look at that, there's one ready to go. Sure, I don't bother naming them because I just have so many animals. I don't waste my time. But let's just go say hi to the new ostrich. Here's my 2 ostrich incubators. So I'm working on filling that barn up with ostriches. And then in here right now I'm working on golden chickens. I got a golden chicken from Marnie. And then next probably like some blue chickens from Shane. Here's the golden clock. That's how you know you've reached perfection. Well, I guess not how you reach perfection, but like it costs $10 million, and that takes a while to grind. And that's why you have all like the wine things going on over here, because that's how you make the most money, easiest. My pumpkin patch, I got a couple of big, huge pumpkins. That's pretty cool. Some fish ponds. Up here is where I got all my pigs going, and they dig up all these truffles, which then you would take inside here, and you fill them up in here, and you get truffle oil out of there, and those make a pretty good buck for just like picking up truffles around. This is my slime hatchery, where right now I'm growing a bunch of purple ones, and then if you just click on these things, and you can kind of farm the slime, and you get some other like random drops from them too. And I'll just dump that in here. This is all like the row, so like you get, well, my inventory is full. Well, let's just keep going, I guess. Up here, this is where I got my greenhouse, and in my greenhouse I have a whole bunch of ancient fruit and then a little bit of coffee growing all the time, so that I can just like make sure I'm always have enough coffee so I can always move around quickly. I just have a few fruit trees in here, but I don't know, I'm kind of beyond that right now. And then I'll put all my warp totem poles all around here, so like I can get around the whole that town whenever or how easily. And actually, yeah, let's go visit the island. So we'll warp over to Ginger Island here real quick. It's raining today. And then I've got a pretty big farm going on over here, all full of star fruit. Now, before 1.6 came out, like it was really important to like have ancient fruit growing here because you didn't have to replant them. But since we now have this like Iridium Scythe tool with 1.6 updates, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to farm all these things, and then it's not so hard to like replant them every time, and you make a boatload of money. Got a little bit of kegs going on here too. I could get crazy and like fill up this whole beach with kegs, but like I don't know, at some point it's overkill. So we'll just use like my little wand thing here to head on back home, which is kind of how you get around it. So I got this other like little teleporty thing here where I can get around real quick. So it takes me here, and it's also on the other half of the map, so it like just kind of cuts down time. Here's all my current. Here's the other gold chicken. Can you see him? No. Let's get rid of something here. Come on. We want to see the golden chicken. Well, there's a golden chicken. There he is. So that's pretty cool. That's like a late game kind of thing. We'll come on down here where I've got my cranberry farm going on. Like this is probably the easiest way to use up all of your total farmable land, and it's so you don't want to like have to keep regrowing or reseeding plants all the time. So you just like grow something that like keeps growing back all the time. I got a bunch of solar panels down here to get batteries so I can make my crystallariums. Lots of these crows things going on. And yeah, that's kind of like most of the farm. And this is like my late game farm. This is a pretty cool update. They got these ancient trees that like have ancient sap. Here's my horse, where I can take my horse around. And these are barrels that kind of like help me indicate when all my other, when they're ready. So like this one is for Ginger Island, which, let's get where it is. So I put a piece of ginger on there, so it's like I know when to go to Ginger Island to go harvest my barrels over there. Make things easier for me. This is my organization system. You can put all your chests like around your tool chest to like make it easier. So like when you want to build something, you go in here, and this is like what you're able to build. But like I have most of my ingredients like that I need here. But in here I've got like all my valuables with like metals and ores, and these are probably the most highly valued gems or mineral, I guess you could say. And keep all that stuff in here. Over here I've got like my building supplies, so I got my stone, my wood, chests, tappers, I got all my saps in here. It's kind of like organized in this kind of fashion. Over here is all the stuff I kind of get from the caves to a degree. So like these are all like your cave drops. And here I got spring. Those are all the spring crops. And here's like the summer crops. And then here's fall. And so I keep it all organized. I used to have this system where I put all the seeds into one chest, but now in the 1.6 update they have bigger chests. So you can kind of see the size difference here. Here's a smaller chest and there's a bigger chest. And they just have like more slots for you to put stuff in. Well, that's a small chest too. There, so it's got more. So I'm actually kind of I've been thinking about putting all my seeds in the same box as the season they come in, so I don't have to like search through all the different seeds all the time. And then I got a mushroom box here, and I got artifacts and stuff you dig up, and then here's like more minerals, and then winter. I don't really care about winter stuff that much. It's not really all that useful. Yeah, so this is my Stardew Valley 1.6 farm.